What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video. I'm so excited about this one because this is a packing video. This is going to be me packing for my travels across India and Asia, and I am so excited. This has been a long-awaited trip and I cannot wait to take you guys along with me. So yeah, this video is just going to be me showing you exactly what I'm bringing for my trip, keeping in mind that I am only bringing a carry-on, so I'm packing very minimally. But yeah, let's just get right into the video. I'll show you what I'm bringing and give you some packing tips as well. And if you're not already, definitely consider subscribing down below for more travel stuff. And if you enjoy this video, definitely give it a big thumbs up. All right, let's get to it. Alright, so to make things easier for me and you, I've made a list for myself of everything that I don't want to forget. That's tip number one for packing for anything, is just to have a list of everything that you want to bring that you can't forget. And then the rest of the stuff, if you have to buy stuff while you're away or whatever it is, it's not a big deal, but at least you have your essentials. For clothing, I'm basically just bringing like 2 of everything. So basically like 2 pants, 2 t-shirts, a couple tank tops, basically, yeah, just a couple of everything. That way, like, I'm not overpacking and I have potentially room for doing a little bit of shopping while I'm away. Because I am starting in India, I know there's going to be lots of markets and stuff like that, and I probably will end up buying a couple things, so I'm not really too concerned about having not enough clothes with me, because I mean, what do I really need? I'll be walking around mostly, so basically whatever's comfortable for me and appropriate to wear there, I should be good to go. But for tops, I just have this one here. It's just like a lightweight tank top, just basic colors. And then I have this tank top as well. And then I have a couple t-shirts as well that are a little bit more like, I guess, dressy. So there's this t-shirt here. So it's just nice and loose, which is definitely a good thing because in India right now it is going to be pretty hot, or getting really hot, and plus the humidity as well. It's better to have like loose fitted clothes. And then this is another t-shirt that I have here. So like I said, I'm not overly concerned about not having enough stuff because I can always purchase stuff while I'm away. And then I have a couple pairs of pants here. So these are more just like kind of loose flowy pants, but that's the other thing I know for sure. I'm going to get a pair of like, whatever they're called, like parachute pants or whatever they're called while I'm away, harem pants, I think. So I just have a couple like looser fitted pants just because they're a little bit more airy and more comfortable, especially with doing lots of walking. So I have some pants here. Then I have a couple dresses here. So tip number 2 when it comes to packing is to roll your stuff instead of fold your stuff. Especially when it comes to stuff that wrinkles, rolling your stuff will help decrease the chance of it wrinkling. And then also I find it's just easier to pack. So you can roll it into like a smaller little ball as opposed to folding it and having stuff on top of another. I find rolling it, it just fits in better. That's just my opinion. So here I just have a couple dresses slash rompers, bathing suits. I had to refrain from bringing all my bathing suits, and you guys should be very proud of me because I limited it to 4 bathing suits. So I have bathing suits here, obviously, because if you know me, I am a total sun worshiper. So obviously when I get a chance to be at the beach, I will be at the beach. I have a scarf here. This is really just if I don't get a chance to go to a market, I can cover my head with this if I'm going to any temples or anything like that I need to be covered up more. And then I can also use this to cover my shoulders as well. Packable jacket. So this is awesome because it is a very warm jacket, but literally goes into this little bag here. So just like this, it's super warm, but it's so packable. So it's great for especially like the colder areas of India and other parts of Asia that I might be going to. I can wear this and I'll be nice and warm. I have a few cover-ups here. So this I can either just wear as like a t-shirt or wear as like a bathing suit cover-up. Some yoga clothes because I might be doing yoga school. So I have a couple pairs of yoga pants, yoga tops, and some shorts as well. Then I also have like a bralette that I can just wear around. I don't usually wear like actual bras, so it's usually bralettes or sports bras. I'm bringing 2 pairs of flip-flops, a pair of flip-flops, a pair of sandals, and then runners. And then if my hiking boots fit, I will probably bring those as well because I do want to do some trekking. Towel, a very quick dry microfiber towel, great for if you're staying at hostels, because it is a quick dry towel basically, so you don't have to worry about having it sit out on your bed or wherever to dry for X amount of time because it dries super fast. For socks and underwear, I'm kind of bringing like a week's worth for each because that way I don't have to really worry about getting to the laundromat or finding a washer or whatever. I can just kind of like have, at least I have a week worth of stuff, and it really doesn't take up much space at all. Probably bring like a long sleeve shirt or maybe a maxi skirt or something like that. So that's kind of all I'm bringing for clothing and shoes. Like I said, you don't really need much at all because you can buy whatever down there for super cheap, and I think it's almost sometimes better to buy down there for some stuff. It depends on the country obviously and the culture, but that way you can kind of buy stuff that is like culturally acceptable there. But yeah, I will show you all the other stuff that I'm bringing. The next thing, and definitely one of the most important, would be all your documents. So you want to make sure that you have copies of your passport, your plane ticket, your vaccinations, whatever it is. You want them photocopied so you have them all just in case something were to happen, just in case you were to lose your passport, or anything like that. So yeah, passport, vaccinations, a little bit of money. I personally am only bringing 200 Canadian dollars worth of rupees, because I know stuff is very inexpensive there, and I will probably be charging a lot of it, because I'll be booking online for a lot of stuff. So I know I'll be using my credit card like online. I won't be using it like at places. It's always better to pay in cash and a lot safer to pay in cash. So yeah, that's why I'm only bringing this, and I will have access to a couple of ATMs and stuff here and there. So I'm not overly concerned. Passport photos, these are photos for visas that I will be getting. So a lot of the countries do have visa on arrival, but they will still require passport photos, and like most of them, from what I understand at least, do have like spots in the airport where you can get your photo taken, but it's just sometimes more convenient to have some backup photos with you so you don't have to worry about that. So yeah, I have a couple that are fine for like Sri Lanka and Vietnam and Nepal. Those are the kind of the three that I have here. Obviously I already have my Indian visa. And that's kind of the main thing for documents. So next we have some toiletries here. Same thing, packing super light. And I'm really only just bringing the basics. So the first thing that I wanted to mention is pack toilet paper. Any of these countries in Southeast Asia, they don't really use toilet paper. They use like a hose or a water bucket, especially if you are someone who has to go to the bathroom pretty frequently and you are using public washrooms. A lot of the times they are just squatters and you are like literally squatting over a hole with no toilet paper. So this is definitely an essential. I'm probably just going to bring the one roll. If I can fit a second roll, I probably will, just to be safe. Obviously, the more like public areas that are like more touristy will have toilet paper and toiletries and stuff like that. But for the most part, they don't really use it, so it's hard to find. Makeup, I'm not bringing too much. But yeah, it's basically just like a little bit of powder, deodorant, toothbrush, toothpaste. That's not makeup. Or deodorant's not makeup either. Oh boy. But yeah. So I'm really not bringing that much makeup. Face cream, face wash, which I don't have here yet just because I will be using it up until I go. Toothbrush, toothpaste. I found these at, I don't know, the grocery store, and they're basically just like no water toothbrushes. So if I am ever in an area where I don't have access to fresh or clean water, I can use these to brush my teeth. Disposable razors, tampons, and my prescriptions. What else? I think that's about it. Oh, and not to do with toiletries at all actually, but I do have like a reusable fork, knife, spoon set just for when I am in areas that, you know, like I need my own cutlery or something like that. Who knows? It's just nice to have that. So next is all my electronics. So I have a hard drive, camera batteries, a adapter for different electronics and cords, some backup charging, a Skyrim here, which is great for like getting service basically wherever you are in the world. You just kind of pay per day. Tripod, flashlight. Flashlight is a huge one, especially if you are staying in hostels. That way you don't wake everyone up by turning on the light. You have your own like little light source that if you need to get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom or anything like that, it's just kind of hostel etiquette. You know, you want to be respectful for the other people that could be staying next to you. Headphones, and then some camera lenses. So yeah, that's basically, oh, and then I have a GoPro, it's just charging over there. But yeah, that's basically what I'm bringing for electronics. Oh, and then my laptop as well, just so I can, you know, be like editing stuff as well. But I'm trying to be very light packed with my electronics just for like safety reasons and like making sure that I'm not bringing too much expensive stuff with me. That brings me to the next thing here is to have some TSA locks and a money belt. So this is like it's super secured because no one can like scan your cards through here or anything like that. But yeah, those are just kind of some extra things that you might want to think about. All right, so true test. Can I fit everything in my backpack? We will see. All right, so we are all packed up. Everything fits well. Tip number 4, final tip here, is to wear your bulkiest items on the plane. And that way it takes up a lot less space in your bag if you are someone who feels like you are going to be really tight for space. So for instance, on the plane, I'll be wearing this jacket. I mean, I'll need a jacket on the plane anyways to keep me warm, and not that I don't have space for this in my bag, but you know. And then shoes also, so I'll be wearing probably my runners on the plane just because they are the bulkiest item. But yeah, other than that, that's kind of everything that's going in my bag with me. I will probably pack it like a little bit more strategically as I have to add a few more toiletries to it. But other than that, like even just packing for this video, like everything seems to fit well, so I'm not too worried about it. Still got some space, you know, all the good stuff. So thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. If you enjoyed it, definitely give it a thumbs up, and if you're not already, definitely subscribe to watch all my adventures. So the next video you will see of my travels, I will probably be in India, so I'm super pumped to take you along this crazy journey with me. All right, until next time guys, bye.